Jorge Negromonte was once a university professor and martial arts specialist. A man of education and influence, but beneath his scholarly exterior lurked a disturbed mind. Obsessed with purification through murder, alongside his wife Isabel and his mistress Bruna, Jorge formed a twisted cult that believed in purification of the world by the most horrific means, by killing and consuming human flesh. They believed they could cleanse themselves of sin and rid the world of negative energies. The trio's methods were as cunning as they were horrifying. They lured young women into their home under the pretense of needing a babysitter. Once they were inside, they met a gruesome fate, murdered with a hammer and a fish knife in what the trio believed was a purification ritual. But the horror didn't end with the killings. Isabel, Jorge's wife, would then bake traditional fillings, cakes, using the flesh of their victims, which were also sold to unsuspecting customers on the streets, in local bars, and even in restaurants. And stay tuned to the end because this wasn't the only place this food ended up. This is no doubt one of the most shocking stories I've ever covered on this channel. Among their victims was a woman killed in front of her 18-month-old daughter. In a nightmarish act of cruelty, they fed the child pieces of her mother's flesh and then raised her as their own. The trio justified their monstrous actions by claiming that their victims would have given birth to future thieves and paupers. They saw themselves as purging the world of its evils. The women prepared the flesh, often making dishes like Mexican carne and other traditional Portuguese dishes. To him, human flesh was no different from beef, with the same taste and texture. He even mentioned buying a meat grinder for Bruna. The meat would last for several days, providing meals for lunch and dinner until it was all consumed. The remaining meat would be put into pies and pastries and sold around town. Jorge had also written a 50-page book titled The Schizophrenic's Revelation. This disturbing manuscript detailed his obsessions with killing women and contained stories of black magic, torture, and cannibalism. It offered a terrifying glimpse into the mind of a man consumed by madness. The reign of terror finally came to an end in April 2012, when the trio was arrested in Garanhuns, Brazil. After their capture, police uncovered the remains of 2 women in the backyard of the house where they were staying. The full extent of their crimes became clear as the gruesome details of their cannibalistic rituals emerged. Justice was eventually served, and Jorge was sentenced to 71 years in prison for double murder, robbery, and also concealing and desecrating a corpse. His wife, Isabel Perez, received a sentence of 68 years, while his mistress, Bruna Cristina Oliveira, was sentenced to 71 years and 10 months. The trio's heinous crimes will forever be remembered as some of the most grotesque in all of history. The police were absolutely shocked by this crime, and the police chief himself mentioned that he had most definitely eaten some of this food, without any clue that he was consuming human flesh. The tale of these 3 cannibals serves as a grim reminder of the depths of human depravity. Their belief in purification through the murder led them down a path of unimaginable horror, leaving behind a legacy of pain and terror that will never be forgotten. Please let me know in the comments section your thoughts on this case, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the like button. I have a lot more videos coming your way, so don't forget to hit the bell button so you don't miss any notifications. Stay safe and see you again soon.